probably the proudest times in my career haven't been at the office. They've actually been at Le Mans, at Indianapolis, at SEMA, at the LA Auto Show, at the Paris Auto Show, when I've been approached by professional race car drivers and engineers and by people that work in the automotive industry and say, Forza, that's what got me into cars. That's what got me excited about cars. Creatively, we're inspired by car culture. We're inspired by gamer culture.
We felt we had to make an inherently social game. Our subject, car culture, our subject, festival culture, they're both inherently social. We felt we had to live up to those experiences. And that really necessitated us rethinking how we do online. We want to make sure that you are connected or feel connected even when you're not online. And there are loads of things in the game which are constantly informing you about what your friends are doing. And then when you make the decision to jump into online, it's really important that you can make that jump instantly.
It's an instant connection using the power of Xbox One in the cloud. You can jump in and join your friends, your clubmates, at just the push of a button. You don't have to stop driving. Everything happens there and then.
It means you can get into online as quickly as you possibly can.
We've got clubs that support anything from 2 to 1,000 members. So rather than us saying what the perfect size is, it's the community who decide how big the club should be for them. So it could be you and your best friend in a club of 2, or it could be, a massive internet community in a club of 1,000.
This is our drive to make Horizon as social a game as possible. It's beyond just pure multiplayer.
We've got car meets, which is a place to go and hang out in the world.
Socialise, chat, show off your liveries or your tunes.
If you're a really talented painter, you can go into a car meet, show off your latest design, and anyone else in there can highlight your car, select it, inspect it, and then at the touch of a button just download that to their catalogue. The painter gets recognition and all of the community get to benefit because they get to see the best content and get access to it quickly and freely.
We want to bring people together, we want to allow them to socialise, we want them to share their passions within the game world. Clubs allows them to do that.
Community is massively important. Just knocking those barriers down is key, I think, to a lot of players taking that leap from just maybe sticking in what we would traditionally call single player and moving out towards the online game. By removing lobbies and by removing kind of all of the waiting and the hoops that you have to jump through, that will ensure that players who've never done it before, they find it's really easy and it's entertaining and it's friendly, and that makes the online community bigger, and then it's better for everyone.
It's a natural successor to Horizon in that we know the things which we believe about Horizon are important, are now the things that our fans believe are important as well. We're all about fun, we're all about beauty, we're all about this sense of freedom to explore.
In Forza Horizon, we went out into the world and found areas that were good for King and Infected, our playground game modes, our kind of fun game modes. In Forza Horizon 2, we've looked and said, let's build the perfect arenas for these game modes. We've taken all of our kind of expertise from the first game and just crafted the perfect place to enjoy King and Infected. The scaling based on the size of the session or the performance of cars is so that you never find yourself stuck in, say, a massive area. We make sure the chaotic fun is always kind of in this eye of the storm moment. And each one of these arenas has been designed with jumps and smashable items everywhere, taking full advantage of the open world. So there's lots of routes to drive around. We've got a kind of industrial shipping area. Imagine jumping over crates, avoiding people drifting around shipping containers. We've got a ruined abbey, which looks absolutely fantastic. You're racing through archways that kind of look like they're crumbling and could come down any second, and it's tons of fun.
All around the world, we've hidden cars. Supercars, off-roaders, rally cars, and with each we've placed a specific challenge for the player to do. As he drives those cars and completes those challenges, he's crossing items off his bucket list. It came about from designers in the studio starting to learn about our world, to see the possibilities of driving, not just on the road, but off it. It started in the form of designers challenging one another. You've got to go and do this. I bet you can't do this. in less than a minute. From there, we thought, you know what, this is a feature. Let's challenge our players to do these things. And the great thing about this is we're going to continue extending this feature post-launch. We'll launch with 2 complete bucket lists for you to work your way through, but we'll continue to update this feature with more ideas and more challenges. This is an incredibly social game in every sense. We've rebuilt the game from the ground up to make sure that there's no single player and multiplayer. There's one game, whether you're playing solo with drivatars or online with your friends. You're always progressing, you're always moving forward, you're always meeting new people. We'd like it to be a game that you play with friends, maybe even a game you make new friends in.
I mean, 1,000-member car clubs, that's going to bring people together. And it's not our features that make the fans. It's our feature that empowers the player to make a fan of another player. That's what gaming is about now. It's not about just what we deliver. It's about what they do with each other.